So in an ordered geometrical set, the timestamp, basically the order of things as how they're created, is very important. So here you can see I have an isolated point. Maybe this point was inserted from a different file. In this case, this is a sheet metal bracket. And maybe this is the location this bracket has to mount to, or there's a specific plane, face, something that this bracket needs to hit. Whatever it's mounting to, holding in place, needs to be right at that location. So as you can see, I've gone through, we've modeled our sketch and got a fill surface in there and so on until we get to this final split element. And off of that split element, hide that, I've created a thick surface, edge fillet 1, edge fillet 2. And again, this is with hybrid design turned on. Excuse me. And this is all within an ordered geometrical set. So if I get to a point where, all right, I need to have a new point location, oftentimes you're taking that data from another file and importing it and putting it into the file that you're going to use and link to. So in this case, this sketch is driven by that point. So the center point, which is critical, is driven. So using ordered geometrical set, now in the real world you may not do this. You may use just a standard geometrical set. You can do this in many ways. This is just one option. What you can do is you can bring in that point, and as you can see I have another isolated point. If I just simply try and take this point and do a replace and specify I want it to this point here, you're going to get this message. This message is telling you that there's a specific ordering rule. None of the pointing elements can reference a selected element. It would generate a parent-child loop or break their ordering rules. So what this is saying is that parent-child loop is this in the tree, in this geometrical set, ordered geometrical set, happens first. This happens last. Because there's a specific order in the tree, this cannot be used as a reference to design this. In other words, this needs to appear before that point. So I can do a reorder. If I come in here and do a reorder, I can specify where I want to reorder. I want to reorder after this point. Select OK. Now you'll notice point 1 is the work object. Point 2 is now moved after it. So I'm going to define a work object on top of this to show the entire model. And then now I can go into point 1, right mouse click, and do a replace. Now when I select point 2, you'll see that it's going to allow me. I don't get that message. It's going to tell me all the things that are linked. I'm going to select OK, and then now my sketch updates, cylinder updates, everything updates accordingly to those specific ordering rules. So when you're using ordered geometrical set, this tree order is critical. You have to make sure you abide by those specific rules. And in this case, I had to take that point that I wanted to attach everything to and move it into the correct location within the tree. And that's what reorder is for.